Did you know that the United States Department of Labor estimates that today's learner will have up to 14 jobs by the age of 38? Did you know that the 10 jobs most in demand in 2010 did not exist in 2004? Did you know that 85,000 kids just like me go to school in Austin? And that we're counting on you to help us be successful. Today, our school superintendent, Dr. Maria Karstafen, is going to give the State of the District address. She will also talk about the opportunities we all have for improving education. Good luck, Dr. Karstafen.
My journey began in my hometown of Selma, Alabama. I was born in Selma not long after the infamous Voting Rights March of 1965. I attended public schools and grew up appreciating the courage and actions of my parents' generation. With the support of my family and the influence of my peers, I was afforded the opportunity to travel abroad in high school and study in Innsbruck, Austria, which influenced my decision to go to college as soon as possible. I attended college at Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana, where I double majored in Spanish and political science. Then I had an opportunity to work and study abroad in Seville, Spain, where I experienced firsthand what it feels like to be a second language learner in a country immersed in a language that is not my own. That was followed by a very different experience working in the shanty towns of Caracas, Venezuela, teaching refugee children from Colombia as they sought refuge for safety from drugs and violence. I earned a doctorate at Harvard University, where I had the opportunity to study urban education and to learn how to be a better superintendent. Then I headed to Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, where the district was in the middle of all things, good and bad, that happened to children and families when hardball politics and education collide. I was then named superintendent in St. Paul, Minnesota, where I served for 3 years. It's about half the size of Austin, but many of the challenges and prospects are the same. And finally, I arrived in Austin. And here we are at LBJ High School together, right here, right now, working for the kids in Austin. I'm actually standing at the controls of an innovation station. From our last bond election, we're putting multimedia presentation systems in about 900 of our classrooms. And there's a little R2D2 microphone so that when the teacher turns around, you can still hear everything that the teacher's saying. There's all sorts of other fun gadgets, but the one that I want to share with you, you can get an up-close view of many things. You can't see those with your naked eye. And I can promise you that if this community can find a way to give us their children for 3 consecutive years, they come to school, they do their homework, we can commit to having all of them at or above grade level within those 3 consecutive years. When you're talking about kids being chronically absent as early as the 5th grade, somebody help me out. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the adults in their lives. That could be parents, that could be the big brother, that could be whoever is the caregiver in that family. But there's one thing for certain. They don't come to school, we can't teach them. So, we just need to do it right. I'll tell you, you never go wrong as a community. And you will always go to bed with a clear head and a clear heart if you make the right decisions for the right reasons at the right time. And we'll live with it. We'll figure it out. But we need to just do it right as we go forward. Who's got a question?
I do, Marcellus.
Great.
This is my first year attending Global Tech with technology. And I wanted to know your expectations for this year. Like, if it doesn't work, do we go back to textbooks and pen, or what are your expectations?
There's no turning back, young man. You will succeed, so you don't get off the hook already. Forget it.
Sounds good.
My mind. But I'm not afraid to do those things and to participate in a tough process. So I want you not to be afraid with me, and let's just do the right thing. Thank you.